Hey guys, so we're doing another rewatch today. This is of our first tournament game. The teams were the Analrapists versus the Big Teutons. We see Taylor over here as the Spanish. He's matched up against Cody. We actually have Taylor pulled up right now, so he's got, with 5 minutes left, he's got 53, 53, 58, and 13. He's doing pretty good. We see Alex is their pocket, which is probably what they want. Alex is the Indians. Let's pull up his info. Just look at what's going on there. So Alex is at 30, 37, 23, and 17. We're going to see that Alex is going to support Travis for this game. And so they kind of push together while Taylor's going to be on the other side. Well, get this going at a slow rate. But Travis is at 42, 55, and 56. We see this is Travis's main base. Their trade is kind of sloppy. We see, I don't like this right here. This I don't like. This is a problem. But yeah, it's just kind of tunnely. It's not as ideal. I'm surprised that, I mean, when we're talking about distance here, this, as opposed to over here, that's huge, especially because Taylor's already walling off, so you're already defensive. And you know, here's the thing about Taylor's team. You know that you have to win early. So if you have to win early, why are you not maximizing your trade? Especially because you got a wall off. But I wouldn't even be worrying about my walling off because I know that I need to maximize my kill. So that's my first and I'm sure only critique, because I've never critiqued your guys' teams ever. When we look at Travis's team, let's see here, we got 2.5 minutes. So Travis is over here. We're going to slow this down because they're going to be ready to go. So this is their forward operation. We see that Travis is there. Alex is kind of building back here. So it's just sloppy over here. It's just ugly. It kind of is what it is. I'm glad that I didn't wall off closer. I considered walling off closer. I think it would have been douchey. But Travis and I were quite close. You see Chase is over here. When we look at my civ, so Travis is at 48, 42. As the Goths, he's at 42. Travis, if anyone knows that the Goths need more food, it's you. But, you know, maybe he's playing nervous. I'm the Mayans, so I got 56, 48, and 91 on gold. That's kind of the Mayans thing, is they need gold. We look at my backup, which is Chase. He's at 19, 31, and 41. He's right here. So, again, I'm right here, looking to fight up here, while Chase is back here, ready to defend. Then we've got Jake McKean. Over here, he's at 62, 38, and 14. So he's got a lot of wood, and he's spent all of it. And he's building his markets right, or his trade right now. Looks good. On the other side, we've got Cody Samus Lords, who's at 51, 28, and 26. So his economy is not where I would have expected it to be at. But, you know, it is what it is. So I would like to focus on this side more because I already watched the other side and I know what happens. And I don't really know what happens over here. So I'm going to see what happens. I know that, just so you guys know, at treaty drop, these guys are going to drop in and attack over here. That's going to happen. On the other side, we can see that there's 20 seconds left and Taylor's rolling. Let's pull up his economy right now. Boom. So Taylor's got the most well-rounded economy of everyone's. It's not the best, but we see he's in. Treaty is dropped and Taylor is in. He's going in. He's going to sweep around. We see Cody's got some stuff going on, but he's pouring stuff in right now. and really attacking Cody. On the other side, we see that Travis cuts through, goes around, gets in. He takes out one town center. He takes out two town centers. Kaput. He's about to... And there's not a lot going on here. And he's onto his third town center that he just boom, boom, boom. Meanwhile, he's kind of slowed down over here. Not a lot's going on. Hits town center number 3, starts hitting houses. He's doing very well. On the other side, we see that Cody has gone back. He's wrecking trade. And Cody's trying to recover while Taylor is just absolutely demolishing Cody. Absolutely demolishing. It's killing everyone. So Taylor has wrecked the front. We see that they're kind of holding over here. He's left this intact. Let's look at Cody's econ right now. So Cody's dead, but he's got some gold, or he's got some wood. So Taylor's over here. We see some pikemen trying to stop things. On the other side, Taylor has also put troops over into Jake's base. So Taylor has... This is Cody's. Cody is essentially dead. And let's see what happens to Chase. How did we win this game? I don't even know. So trade is being reestablished, and Taylor is now ranking. So Jake's still got a lot going on here. And these guys are just killing individual dudes really quickly. Let's turn on military views. So we've got Chase showing up here with a little bit, but even still, Taylor's got a ton back here. What's going on over here? So they move forward, it looks like, kind of holding for now. But I'm not seeing much Taylor. Okay, so there's Taylor. Taylor's now out. On the other side, there's a fight here for the front. Travis is now destroying forward buildings, just trying to hold out. Yeah, things are just kind of back and forth. I'm not seeing a lot of Alex right now, and that's just, you don't want to see that. That's a recipe for a clog waiting to happen. On the other side, Taylor is now pushing. We see Cody is kind of dug in, and he's got, once you get that big number of archers, man, they're hard to beat. And Taylor's now taking out castles, which he needs to do. This is important. So Chase has cleared them out, other than this one dude who, I believe this guy goes and kills like a ton of Jake's stuff. So we're looking at Chase. Let's look at Jake right now. And then the Jake's like dead. Jake's down to 25 food guys and dropping. And that's because this guy's just killing everyone. Oh. So on the other side, Chase has shown up. I have shown up. He's fighting. Over here, Chase has some troops, but nothing big. Jake is going with those guys. I'm surprised that Jake isn't using more Teutonic Knights. I'm not sure why he hasn't been lately. I guess because castles are expensive, would be my guess. But that's really where, I mean, the siege onagers shine, but the unique unit for the Teutons is truly unique and worth spending the extra stuff to get. Especially against the Goths and stuff like that, which we were playing against the Goths. We see that Alex is trying to do a plunge. I believe that's going to just get eaten up. On the other side, I'm not seeing anyone over here. We're just kind of seeing a little bit of a stalemate. I plunge, which pulls all of Travis's troops to the back, which is going to allow Chase to also plunge, I'm fairly certain, but we'll see. So, but he's trying his best to get me out of there as fast as he can. I love Eagle Warriors. They're a fun unit. Big fan of them. So we're We're not going to work those off. You'll notice here that there's a small hole here. That is going to take a roll. Meanwhile, Taylor's showing up over here. We see that he's decided to go the route of the siege rams. See if he can punch through some stuff. Siege rams against the Britons aren't a bad call because they're longbowmen, target them, and they suck against them. So, when your longbowmen are on autopilot, that's a good move, Taylor. As much as it feels weird doing. This guy's still alive? No way. That must be on Scout. That's got to be on Scout. Yes, indeed. Oh, Taylor's building... I don't know why Taylor's building a hand cannon. I guess he's seeing these guys. But, I don't know. I'm not crazy about the hand cannoneer move. On the other side, we see Chase is now rolling. Is where we're at over here. We're taking out forward military buildings. I want to check on Travis Cat. So Travis is now up to 50 and 20. But he can't get his pop-up. It's just not where it needs to be at. And Chase starts plunging over here. This is actually a second plunge. He had plunged through there, but they put up a wall. Didn't really do a ton. So now we're just destroying Travis. Kind of destroying Travis. Looks like he's kind of just moving right along. And again, I don't know how we recovered from this. We gotta see what Cody's at as far as econ goes. 20 and 22. And then and then Taylor. Taylor's been hit at this point. We see that the Chase has gotten in. So Chase kind of wrecks everyone. If Chase can get in, man, he has a gift. He's truly gifted at finding things. On the other side, Chase is now back in here, wrecking everyone. We see Taylor makes a final plunge over here. So the Teal's coming in, and he's trying his darndest to win this. But, man, and here's Taylor over here, just kind of giving up hope at this point. The game is close to being over, I believe. And it's over. Some stuff that stood out to me. It felt like, first off, this map did the Analrapists no favors. Their trade was very clogged, I believe is the term I would use. But in the same time, you should have been trading right here, or right here, or even right here. I'm not as crazy about that, but I'd have been trading right here. And then on top of that, Alex as the pocket. I think that Alex and Travis both were not quite as optimally ready at treaty drop. So I think that they wanted to punch early, which was good, but I think that it kind of blew up on them. But it was a fun game. It was a crazy game. Taylor completely destroyed over here. Completely. I mean, when we look at Cody's numbers, Cody got he got his wood back up, but his gold and food were never where they needed to be at pretty much whole game. Jake was still at a ton of wood, so Jake was all in on wood and gold that game. So, which worked out. I'm surprised. I would have gone more for Teutonic Knights myself, but it is what it is. Chase was healthy and rich. Holy cow, Chase was rich. And again, I was hit too. Down to 17 and 23. I was not good. So we're kind of lucky that we survived. When we look at this other side, our trade, and even then, we've got this bottleneck going on, so it's not like our thing was that good. I probably should have deleted these, but it is what it is. And when we look at our trade, it is what it is. But big walls came into play that game. They kept people out. GG, guys. Watch your cuts. They can make or break games. I thought that Alex and Travis both did a great job of defending Travis's base. You can see he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles, all where we're trying to plunge at. So the problem is you're going against the plunge master. It's a miracle that Chase hasn't had the plunger because, man, he's good at plunging. But it was a good game. It was crazy. Can't wait to play it again. Good luck for everyone else in the tournament. Let's look at some stats. My military was very high as opposed to, and Taylor's was high too. But I just killed a ton of units. Most of them were Travis's. He was building a lot of Huskarls, which just weren't that tough against what I was building. I just didn't do a lot of archers. GG, guys. Let's see your economies. I had the most gold in trade profit, although Chase would have caught up to me with another 10, 15 minutes. Taylor was doing the very best on food and wood and stone. Wasn't even really comparable. Everyone's kind of at between 30,000, 28,000, and 50,000, and then there's Taylor at almost 70,000 there. So Taylor was very much the best economy. Look at that. We look at societies. Taylor had 7 castles. They should have won this game. What happened, I believe, is right here happened. I believe that Travis had a hiccup, and it really slowed him down. But I guess I don't know that, but because we were watching the other side more. But essentially, what I saw on my end was Travis build up. Treaty drops, they cut through. Travis got in, killed, and didn't sustain the flow. He needed to have another. With the Goths, you are always going to have more units, and you always need more food. So it is what it is. Again, it was a really fun game. I think that both teams played well. I think that both teams have something that they can improve on. So I'm looking forward to seeing our next round, guys. Good luck. We will catch you on the flip side. Out.